Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound, that's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A., member FDIC.
If you've been waiting to try learning a new language with Babbel, now is the time. For just a few more days, you can unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription at our largest discount of the year. Where will Babbel take you? Find out at Babbel.com. Y una cosa más. This is your last chance because our biggest sale of the year ends on December 7th. For just a few more days, you can get Babbel's lifetime access for less at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Cringles. Or you could also try the new Holiday Stick Sampler Pack featuring Winter Wonderland, Mary Berry, Gingerbread, and Santa's Cinnaberry. It's stick size and a great way to try all the favorite flavors of the season. So go to Kringle.com to order or call them at 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
adventknows.com. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Well, here we go again.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What happened?
You know what.
Oh, Giannis. Yeah. Yep. I called it again.
What did you call?
I said yesterday, prepare yourself for him leaving. Everyone should feel a little better today.
Because
Don't you think?
Because you said, hey, prepare yourself for him leaving yesterday?
Do you feel better?
No.
Why?
Because even though what you said yesterday is correct, and that eventually Giannis is probably leaving Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I still have hope that someday he finishes his time and plays his entire career with Milwaukee. That would be awesome.
He might come back.
That would be great.
He could come back.
Oh, yeah, but I'm also not delusional enough to not realize it's more likely than not that he doesn't play his entire career in Milwaukee, as much as I would love for that to happen.
All right.
Right? But at the same, I still hope it happens. And even though I know it's eventually coming, and for those who, I guess, missed it yesterday, living under a rock, Shams Charania with a new report yesterday that the Bucks were having conversation, or excuse me, Giannis and his representation, his agent, were having conversations about his future with the Bucks.
And do you believe it?
I don't know.
When I walked in, you were like, report's false.
Well, so we'll listen to it straight from...
There's so many layers for us to be able to even start talking about it intelligently.
We have to, yeah. There's a lot of layers to peel back. So I guess chronologically, is that the easiest way to do it? So yesterday afternoon, I don't know, around 2 o'clock or so Central Time, 1:30 Central Time, a report comes out from Shams Charania stating that Giannis Antetokounmpo and his agent, Alex Saratzis, have engaged in conversations with the Bucks regarding his future and whether or not his future is best elsewhere. Shams goes on all the shows on ESPN and says, yeah, they're having these conversations and it's okay. Is this the best place for me? Is someplace else the best place for me? And provides that kind of context to the reporting that he has. And the Bucks played last night against the Detroit Pistons.
Yep.
So, of course, the conversation was going to start there. NBA coaches, they meet with the media before the game and after the game. So media members like our pal Eric Name of The Athletic, we're going to have the opportunity to talk to Doc Rivers before the game. And, of course, then we're going to be talking about the matchup with the Detroit Pistons. They're going to talk about this, and here's what Doc had to say.
And I want to make it clear just for I would say one more time, but for the 50th time, it clearly is not getting the One Network, for sure. Giannis has never asked to be traded, ever. I can't make that more clear.
Well, here's the problem. You guys all lie. You all lie.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Here's something we need to figure out.
I've been around coaches for a long time.
Yep.
You know, I have a son that's a coach, and you lie.
Yeah.
They don't think it's lying. That's the problem. No. I'm being serious.
It's a Costanza situation.
Think it's lying.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
They all lie. Maybe not all. Maybe that's a little too aggressive. But you lie. You just do. You know? And I could give a million examples. A million. With my kids. My son went to New Mexico to play linebacker. I said, he doesn't want to play tight end. Tell me he's not going to play tight end. He's not going to play tight end. What did he do? First year freshman. They moved him to tight end. You're all lie. You lie. Fickle, you lied. You lied. I forget what he lied about, but you lied. Am I right?
The relationship with Wisconsin WIA coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. You lied. You know, but they don't think they're lying. That's the issue, and you cannot trust them.
Just as a sidebar, I love the fact that the one thing that Chewy took away from the conversation we had is that Fickle lied. Can't remember what he lied about. Just knows, hey, you lied,
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that he stores away in the memory
I can't
banks.
believe you. I mean, like a fraud. I don't know why people like the guy. You lied. You're a liar.
Oh, Alex
Once you
Rodriguez?
lie- yeah, about Royce. He lied twice.
What a random shot.
Also, I don't know if Alex Rodriguez is really that popular.
He's not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he had a 30 for 30 or something. I mean,
He's
you
made
gotta
his way
be-
back into the media.
But
back to the Bucks.
it's just like, do you guys have a problem with lying?
Oh yeah,
I have
I
a
do not.
problem with people that lie to me. I just can't.
I don't like liars. Yes.
I do not like liars, and that's why I can't take any. You know, am I cynical? Probably a little bit. Probably a lot of it. But I wanted to go at this thing from a team standpoint. Okay? Because I think what he's doing is wrong. And if I was a teammate, you know what I would say? Then go. Just go. Just go.
But
go.
Okay, but they've so here's again, you want to peel back all the layers of this. Let's continue to peel back all the layers of this. Because Well, Doc also, let's play this one, Joshy. Doc saying his source, because again, anytime, this is just the way the media works, so I'm not taking a shot at anonymous sources, right? Like, that's just part of the game. That's how it works.
Let's be honest now. We have to be specific. The sources are not anonymous on the Shams report anymore. There's names attached.
There was, yes, a specific name in Alex Saratzis that seems like that is the source of the news that Shams gets when it comes to Giannis.
That name does not end up in that report from Shams by accident. He wouldn't say specifically Giannis and Saratzis unless Saratzis gave him permission to say that.
Because, again, we know this. We talk with Shefty every Wednesday. Guys like that who are the insiders for the respective sports, whatever network they work for, a lot of the information, yes, they get a lot of information from teams and from organizations, certainly. But a lot of the information also comes from agents. Like, a lot of contract information comes from the agents because the agents want it out there. This is how much I got my guy. So they've got great relationship with agents. So I think we could have pieced it together that that's where this information was coming from for Shams, but he also just decided to throw it out there and put the name specifically in the report.
Yeah, I think that is informative to this whole mess we found ourselves in. Because before, I think a lot of people wanted to treat it the same as the league sources, and sources are telling me that the Giannis and Bucks thing might come to an end. It's different when you cite the source and the agent. That's where things get a little extra layer here for us and why this is more complicated than what we've been through.
So here's what Doc says his source for his information is.
The thing I keep saying is I go to the source. I talk to the source every single day. Every single day. And he loves Milwaukee and he loves the Bucks.
So, of course, he's referring to Giannis there, Chewy. Now, again, the next layer here, because then things get really complicated when Giannis goes down last night. And if you're a Bucks fan, you were watching that moment, you're holding your breath because the way he went down, Chew, looked familiar. If you paid attention to the NBA playoffs at all, you're going, oh, no.
The big one.
Well, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it out loud until we're confirmed that it is indeed not that. But Doc Rivers, after the game, he said the Bucks don't think it is that.
I know you said you're doing more tests tonight on Giannis, but guy goes down with no contact like that. Have you guys ruled out Achilles? Is that something you're still testing on?
I think we've ruled that out, honestly. But I don't think it was no contact either. I thought the bump, if you watch the bump drive, that's what threw him off balance. You know, he got bumped in and then someone landed on top of him. So I thought the bump was what made him lose his balance. And then it looked like it was no one around, but I thought it was the bump that threw him off balance.
Okay, so they think they can rule out the Achilles injury, which obviously is good for this entire thing. Whether Giannis is staying or leaving, it's good that he's healthy. I think everybody agrees on that.
But it's going to be some time before he's back.
I would
he
imagine.
Did strain something, so they're going to lose a lot of games. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yes, but which we're going to get there. But here's the other thing, too, because again, there's a lot of layers to this that we have to get to, because you mentioned teammates. All right, so this is the first time since this report came out that teammates had an opportunity to talk to the media, be asked the questions, not just about winning. Again, kudos to them for winning and beating the best team in the Eastern Conference right now without Giannis for the majority of the game like they did last night. But a lot of players stepped up and talked. Here is Kevin Porter Jr. on Giannis.
Yanni, I'll just say this. There's a lot of outside noise. That's just what comes with it. And, Yanni does a great job of assuring that he's wanting to be here with this group specifically. So we ain't worried about all the outside noise, That's my brother. And I'm sure if it was something, he would come to us. But he with us. And we're going to hold it down until he's ready.
And then Kyle Kuzma also talked after the game.
Wow, you didn't have a lot to say, huh?
It's just a league. Everybody comes up with rumors. Nobody really knows anything, honestly. Reporters and media, they try to dig and think they got the answers, but nobody has the answers, really. So,
you know what? It's very simple, though. It's just, I don't know why this is so difficult. Because all he's got to come out and say
See,
this is all a lie. I'm staying here.
And that's the final.
Does he like playing games or what?
I think there's a part of him that enjoys the attention, probably. Which makes sense. I think that's true of every athlete, Chewy. I think you could talk about attention as an athlete.
I'll speak to the players.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you had one of them that liked the conversation about him that was one of your good friends.
Well, it's not even him. It's Sterling. When the whole Sterling thing, was that what you're talking about, Josh?
No, I was saying Favre.
Yeah,
yeah.
Later on in his career, he turned into a douche. Yeah, that's fair. We all do at times. You know. I never have.
Who's among us hasn't had a moment?
When Sterling stood up the night before we're playing Minnesota, right? Half
94.
the team was enraged. Half of the team was like, well, good for you. I'm with you, man. That's just not how I'm wired. You know what I mean? Because I look at, and I hate to use the analogy of, going into battle and all that garbage, but you know what? You put so much blood, sweat, and tears, and your best player says, it's all about
you put a lot of effort into it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case, I'd go right, and I'd say, what's the deal? Are you here? Are you with us? Are you not with us? And people can have their opinions, and certainly there were back in the day with Sterling, you know. And I've aired my line. I love Sterling off the field. I love him to death. On the field, couldn't stand playing with the guy. I don't want to play with guys like that. And the world has changed. Sports have changed.
Yeah.
It's all about clickbait and what do I get and what's in it for me. And I get it. But, I mean, to me, it's just like, are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out?
Well, so, and I think that's a fair question. And again, you bring up, because again, the final layer to this is Giannis could end all of this rather quickly.
Absolutely.
He could. And I understand now he's hurt, and he didn't talk to the media last night because of that. And he may not talk to the media, but we know he has the passwords to his social media accounts because he just scrubbed them not very long ago.
I know, but this is
so
my problem.
It's easy to send out a tweet or an Instagram post or an Instagram story, whatever you want to do, saying, hey, I'm committed here. He could end all of this very, very quickly.
But here's my problem. Because we went through the same situation a couple years ago with Rodgers.
Yeah.
And people lambast him. Fair. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Why isn't Giannis getting the same?
It's starting to happen.
Why isn't he getting
the same? It's starting to happen.
It is?
Because more often than not, I would say the majority of Bucs fans don't believe the reports that have been out there. Because to this point, any report that's come out, and at times, I understand where it's coming from. At times, it feels like there are reporters that have wishful thinking that Giannis is not going to be in Milwaukee. That's what it's felt like at times. So it's easy for a Bucs fan to go, oh, look at this. I mean, he's still there. And on the Hoop Collective podcast, when Wendy brought this up a couple of weeks ago, Tim McMahon, who is one of the hosts of that podcast, went, man, why are we still talking about this? We bring this up every year, and we've been doing this for 7 years. He's still on Milwaukee. What are we doing?
Yeah.
And I think that's how Bucs fans have been. These reports aren't true. They're made up, all these different things. But as the noise continues to get louder, and as Giannis does not dispute them the way that you pointed out, he has not disputed them, I think there are some members of the Bucs fan community that are going, hey, wait, why hasn't he said this? Wait, is there truth to these? And I think you're starting to see that turn a little bit the way it did eventually turn on Rodgers. Do want to get to a couple of these texts on the Carbos Talking text line, 800-990-3776. You mentioned, okay, are you in or are you out? And Ted tweets in, Ted from Mayville, Giannis's injury, perfect timing after these reports. Of all the things that are going on, the one thing I do know for sure, if Giannis steps out on the floor, the dude literally only has one gear.
He can't even turn it down in an all-star game.
No, he cannot. Right? So if Giannis is out there, he is with you. And I feel very confident that Giannis would never fake an injury. Very confident in that.
I totally agree.
Very confident in that.
Totally agree.
Whether, again, we can have the debate whether or not you think he's committed to Milwaukee, but the second he steps out on that court, which is the one thing he always wants to do, he is... Yeah.
He's all in.
He is balls to the wall.
Yeah.
That is just what he does.
My issue is this, Gabe and Joshy. If you want to move on, Do it before the season starts or after it starts. You don't do it in the middle of the season. Too many guys are vested. Too much hard work goes into this stuff to get to the point they're at. I just think it's extremely selfish. Now, baseball's different, right, Gabe? Because I was trying, they moved on from Corbin Burns, right? But that was more of a front office move. That wasn't him. Hader, we really don't know the story behind Hader.
Hader was the middle of the season.
Yes.
They did Burns in the offseason. So they did Burns between.
Sorry, I thought that was middle of the season.
No.
But
Hader wasn't a good move. And because the Brewers were active, they thought the message that sent to the front office, obvious. But to your point, that blew it up. Now, Doc pointed out, and we don't have time to play the entire clip, but Doc pointed out last night the reason why he thinks this is happening is the Bucks. Well, going into last night, they had lost 7 of 8, and that's the reason why these are coming up.
I got one question for Doc. One question: Did Giannis talk to New York or his representatives?
Oh,
you can spin this any way you want and never ask for a trade.
So I don't think that him or his representatives talked to New York. I believe firmly that if Giannis has his choice, and I don't know if he will, but if Giannis had his choice, he would go to the Knicks. Like, if he was not going to be in Milwaukee, I firmly believe that. Just the way, over the course of his career, he's talked about Madison Square Garden, the way he's talked about the Knicks. Like, his legacy, just like any athlete, their legacy is important to them, and he realizes what it would mean if he went to New York and brought them a championship. I think he knows all of that, and if he's not going to be in Milwaukee, I think that's his number one destination.
Which is fine.
Which is, again, I don't think anybody has any problem with that.
Yeah.
But additionally, like, Horst talked with the Knicks about Giannis this offseason. Like, that happened.
Yeah.
Whether or not it was an exclusive window, the way that Shams point, I don't know. Like, I feel there are some gray areas around a lot of the details around that. But John Horst, Bucks general manager, did talk to the Knicks. Now, obviously, it didn't go very far because the Knicks don't have anything. The Knicks don't have anything they want to give up for Giannis.
I know we're up against it a little bit, but are they and should be the Bucks, I'm talking the front of it, be at their boiling point? If the reports are true. Should they be at their boiling point? Because clearly the Packers came to a boiling point with Favre and with Rodgers.
Yes, but you know why that boiling point increased?
Yeah,
because they had Rodgers behind Favre,
guy was there.
and they had Love behind. Like, there is no next to Giannis.
No,
like that just doesn't.
That's the problem. If you reach your boiling point, too bad. What are you going to do about it? If you think you have a replacement, if there was another Giannis waiting in the wings, you go, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had Wemby,
yes,
then you go, see you later,
Take
pal.
a hike, pal. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
But as much as I like Ryan Rollins, as much as I like Kevin Porter Jr., like, these guys, they're nice players.
Yeah.
They're not generational. And that lies therein lies the problem.
What do you think if we pulled it and we simply said, are you sick of the drama?
We can pull
because we got sick of Rodgers' drama.
Sure.
Where I think people were okay, just go away. And I know because they had Love in the wings. But are you getting...
But Rodgers also, I think, with a lot of the other stuff, just becoming outspoken literally everywhere else about everything.
Yeah.
In the silence retreats, in the ayahuasca. I think just everything wore on them.
Yeah.
And the difference there, too, is Rodgers was a catalyst to the will he, won't he, is he going, won't he go? Because every time after the season, he did the dramatics of, I don't know if I'll be here. I don't know if this is my last time. And he fed into it. Giannis has probably wisely distanced himself from any of this as much as you possibly could. And that's sort of the difference. Giannis isn't out here creating it, but now the absence of Giannis talking is also an issue of
it's adding to it,
right? So
yes.
that makes it different. But yeah, Rodgers was a main factor on why the stuff happened.
Yeah,
Rodgers was the fire, and then also decided to throw some kerosene on himself to increase the flames.
And I'm a very casual NBA fan. The thing that bothers me the most is if this is true and I hear he loves Milwaukee. That bothers me the most.
Sure.
That makes my skin boil.
And I can be completely honest. And one last thing. I just want to get to this because we as NBA fans, I don't know why. I know why we do this. But Jason on the Carblos Talk It text line. Let's be honest. They don't make the moves unless the player says it's okay. They made all the moves the player wanted. The player has made his bed. Now it sucks, but now he wants to go sleep in another bed. This is why Kobe is the GOAT. Look, man, like if you want to pretend that Kobe didn't ask out and didn't create drama in L.A., that's on you, Jason. Mm-hmm. If you want to pretend that didn't happen, that's fine. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. That doesn't mean that Kobe, there isn't video out there of Kobe insulting his teammates at practice and walking out on a practice. Those videos exist. Kobe asked out. Kobe wanted out of L.A., wanted to get traded. The Lakers dug in and ultimately did not do that. So if you want to pretend that, you know, guys like Kobe who stuck around, like they didn't have some drama, they did. That I just want to get that out there.
Sports are kind of cool. I mean, I love drama. You know?
I know you do.
And it's the perfect thing because it's sourcing and it's no one putting their direct name on it.
Yeah, except for Alex Ratsis.
Right. You can believe whatever you want to believe about this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to parse out what to believe. And here's another thing. Somebody's lying.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Somebody somewhere is lying.
And we have to determine who it is. And I think half of the audience is going to think it's Shams and Wendy.
Yeah.
Half of the audience is going to think it's Giannis and his agent.
This is like my
Some
morning...
people are going to think it's Doc. Doc isn't telling the truth.
This is my morning Netflix. I get it in the morning, and then I'll go home and watch Stranger Things. And it's the same thing.
Yes. And
so good.
This is what makes the NBA as relevant as it is.
Yes.
We will continue to talk about Giannis as the morning goes on, but it is a big week. It is Packers-Bears week. We have to get to that. Jason Wilde is going to be joining us coming up next. But I do want to tell you about our friends at Events by Design. Boost culture with captivating corporate events and appreciation parties, brand activations, and more. The creative team at Events by Design truly enjoys the work that they do. Now that we're in December, I honestly can't wait. I feel very confident because this has happened to me a couple of times. Ever since we started working with Events by Design and I'm more aware of what they do, I am going to end up in an event in the next month. And I'm probably going to run into one of my friends at Events by Design, might see my guy Tori there. And, oh, you guys are putting on this event? Yeah, we're supporting this, or we do this. The things that they can do, whether it's a huge event like the Buck Soiree that they did, whether it's just helping out a little bit with our golf event, or anything in between, Events by Design can help you. So if you're looking to put on that great event and boost your culture today, just search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 94 is tightening up a bit from about 84th Street all the way to Holly Road. The westbound side's a bit slow as well, right through the stadium interchange. Also, 41 southbound. Watch for backups from Appleton Avenue down past Hampton, with the northbound side slowing down between North and Burleigh. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, very cold, a high of 17 with a wind chill of 0 to 10 below. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy and cold, a low of 7 above, 0 inland with a wind chill of 0 to 5 below. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
While the Bears finally know how it feels to win a couple of games, they're going to have to get through Big Brother to go any further.
Love, loads up, going deep. Christian Watson down there. He's got it! Touchdown, Packers!
It's the Bears and the Packers at Lambeau Field. Get ready for the big game with Green Bay Game Day at noon and Green Bay Game Night after the game on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
The holidays are busy. Meals to make, gifts to wrap, parties to host. When it's finally time to unwind, make it blissful with Carbless. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor with every sip. Zero sugar, zero carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. While it may be frozen outside, it's always flawless with Carbless. No guessing and no compromise. So whether you're celebrating with friends, hosting the crew, or relaxing by the fire, bring bliss to your holiday gatherings. Carbless, full of flavor, guilt-free enjoyment.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde is brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Century Foods. Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
He is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde. He joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Jason. Apologies for the late start today.
You're darn right.
We're
better
venting.
Apologize.
We're venting a little.
You got a lot
Jason.
going on. No, we're all good, guys. All good.
Jason, I got some solid intel out of Chicago yesterday. Solid. Okay?
He didn't even share this with us, Jason. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
From my guy, Frankie Bag of Donuts, who lives downtown Chicago. Yeah. He's got his finger on the pulse. He told me the Bears are going to try to run the ball. What are the Packers going to do about it?
You know, yeah, it's a great question. I can't believe you got such insightful information from
I can't believe he volunteered it.
That's why he's a Packers Hall of Famer, folks.
That and you're hot off the 3 technique.
Jason, did you know, a little sidebar here, that he got fired in Indianapolis because of his mouth?
What?
Yeah. Great story. We don't have time.
Tell me more.
Maybe at the back end.
Oh, it's too bad.
He was okay. Like an intern or whatever under Caldwell. Mike Caldwell?
Jim
Caldwell.
Mike Caldwell was the Brewers pitcher.
And Pete Metzelaars.
Great lefty on the 82 Brewers, yeah. Mike. Yep.
Pete Metzelaars. Remember Pete Metzelaars, the tight end, was the O-line coach?
Tight end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was the O-line coach. And Frank, in an offensive team meeting, was fighting with Metzelaars, and Caldwell said, Frankie, tell me why this. He's like, you can't. One thing, Frank was unbelievably smart. He's like, you can't do this. You can't block it. It's impossible. You can't do it. And then Metzelaars came up. He said, don't you ever embarrass me in a meeting like that again. And Frank said, well, you're a moron. I don't know how you're still a coach here. Frank's locker was cleaned out the next day. So that was the stint of his coaching in the NFL.
That moron word has gotten us all in a lot of trouble over the years.
It has.
Yeah, Frankie's right about that, and probably right about the Pete Metzelaars thing as well. But I don't know how they're going to stop it. Like, it would help if they have Quay Walker back. He was a limited participant in practice yesterday.
Who was it?
We'll see if he I'm sorry?
I said who wasn't. That list is long, Jason.
That's
Guys
true.
who were limited participants yesterday.
It is indeed. I love how Matt puts just about everybody on the injury list now, just because he's paranoid about getting in trouble, like the Baltimore Ravens did with Lamar Jackson, et cetera. But eventually, most of them come off of it by Friday, since they did away with probable, which I continue to hate. But look, it's a tall task, right? One of the things the Bears did during the offseason, it's not just that they hired Ben Johnson. It's not that there's been some semblance of improvement from their quarterback, even though he's completing less than 59% of his passes. It's that they solidified the interior of their offensive line, and they run the ball behind that group and do it really well. And so that is that. Look, I think this game boils down to basically two things. Can they stop or at least limit the production of the Bears' run game? Because it's a lot like the Vikings game, in that not as bad, but similar, that the offensive play caller / head coach wants to run the ball extremely effectively, so his still developing second-year quarterback isn't put in a position where he's got to sling it all around the ball field. If they can do that, that helps their cause immensely. And then the other part of it is Jordan Love's thrown 3 interceptions all year. These guys thrive on interceptions. They lead the league with 17. If they're able to get a couple off of Jordan Love and have short fields, then that puts the Packers in peril too. If the Packers can not throw picks and stop that interior run, I think they're going to be just fine.
Jason, you mentioned that turnover thing with the Bears, and we've seen Matt LaFleur get a little conservative at times this year. Do you think that is a possibility where he goes, we can't turn the ball over, we have to run the football now and try to match the Bears' ground game? Or does he trust Jordan Love the way he trusted him in Detroit?
I hope he does that, because that'll irritate you, and that'll be fun then on Tuesday when I talk to you guys after the game. I think the trust has grown. I really do. I think, he knew that they could not play the Lions with him being ultra conservative, obviously, and the fact that Love threw a pair of 4th down touchdowns and made the throw. It was a great catch. The throw was good, but the catch was great on 4th down, even if there were people that disagreed with the strategy there. I would think that there's a little more trust there, and that's a good thing. But I saw a stat that they're still throwing the ball on 55% of their first downs for the season. Seems like a really surprisingly high number. And so I don't know. Like, if I'm Matt LaFleur and I feel really good about my defense against a still developing quarterback, and they get out early in the game and do effectively shut down the run, or at least slow down the run by the Bears, I think there's probably some merit to being a little more conservative and playing, kind of the game that is required to beat the Bears, which is different than the game that's required to beat the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, and to that point, Jason, the Bears are 28th in the league against the run, 30th in yards per attempt against the run.
There you go.
They allow over 5 yards per carry.
And they're like Colin Urlacher from his hair replacement commercials and Lance Briggs, and asking them at age 45 or whatever those guys are if they can still play linebacker, right? I mean, they've been as banged up at linebacker. That's like one of those classic examples of some years you just get devastated at one position, and that's what they've had happen to them.
Yeah, they're also 29th against yards per attempt for passing. Like, this is the craziest thing. One of the craziest things I should say I've ever seen, Jason. A defense that that forces this many turnovers yet is this bad. Like, I don't know if I've seen this, because usually if you're forcing those turnovers, you're preventing the other team from scoring a bunch of points, and you're going to be a top 10 defense. They're 25th in points, 27th in yards, despite being number 1 in takeaways.
Yeah, they're the bizarro Packers, right?
Yes, yeah,
like the Packers
exactly.
Despite the ball king and the lights and siren in the meeting room, they've gotten a few obviously lately. It hasn't been an avalanche by any means, but there was a point not that long ago. I don't know where they rank now, but there was a point where the only team that had fewer takeaways than the Packers was the New York Jets, and you don't ever want to be in the same sentence as the New York Jets. No. So it's fascinating to me, and that's why I said what I did about the interceptions. Like, I was looking at those same stats, and I'm like, how are these guys 9-3? And I don't think their point differential is it positive yet?
It is positive. It was -3 going into their game against the Eagles, so now they find themselves +6 after their 9-point win.
And I'm not saying they're the same as was it the Vikings last year or the Vikings a couple years ago, but there was one year under KOC where they played 11 one-score games and they were 10-1. And the Bears obviously I think are 6-1 in those type of games. And that's the thing, if you're, and I don't know if they've had a game that played out this way, but just hypothetically, the Bears have a 3-point lead, but their opponent has the ball and is driving for what could be the game-tying or go-ahead score in the fourth quarter, and that dude throws a pick. That's how you win the game, right? And maybe you don't even deserve to. So that's why I think for Love, it'll be a balancing act of, all right, keep doing what you're doing, still be aggressive when you have opportunities to, but don't put the ball in harm's way against these guys because you don't need to if you're able to be consistent and you're able to be productive on a down-in, down-out basis.
It was Kevin O'Connell's first year. They went 11-0 in one-score games, finished 13-4, and promptly lost to Danny Dimes and the New York Giants in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then I feel like they were pretty good in one-score games again last year too, but that's it, 11-0. I knew it was 11 games. I couldn't remember if they won them all or lost one.
Jason, I need you to be a little judge and jury here. Ooh. Me and Gabe.
Can I be executioner too?
Yeah.
Or?
I mean, if you want, yeah.
Me and Gabe got some serious pushback this week in regards to Romeo Doubs. I think we settled on the words were somewhere between nice and good, and got a lot of pushback from texters. Some of them even went as far as to compare him to Donald Driver, which we thought was completely insane. What word would you use to describe Romeo Doubs?
Solid.
I like
they
that.
Won't like that either.
Solid?
I like solid.
Like that, though.
That's not better than good.
No.
No, it's all those are in the same.
So we're not insane.
Descriptive family.
When it comes to this, we're not insane.
I was going to say, yeah.
Now, you're insane
make
for
sure
saying,
we're being very clear
I'm not going to tell this story maybe later, and then you just tell it right away anyway.
Because the way I look at it, Jason,
that's why we love him.
The best game for Watson, for Reed, for Wicks, I'm talking their best potential game, they're all ahead of Doubs. Fair?
Sure. I mean, let's understand. Let's understand what Romeo Doubs does best, right? He's a really good red zone target.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good third down target. He is not a big play guy. I mean, look, Donald Driver. There are people that want to put him in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, right? Packers fans that love Double D.
Mm-hmm.
I don't personally believe he deserves that. But to make that comp, and again, I'm not here to judge other people. I would just tell you that you are selling Donald Driver way, way, way short.
I just told him, Jason, to go just Google Donald Driver 49ers. Do you remember that play against the Niners where he broke seven tackles?
Like everybody into the end zone. Yeah, it was amazing.
So watch that play and tell me if you think Romeo Doubs can do that. And then you can compare him to Donald Driver if you think.
Yeah. Let's just appreciate what a good possession receiver and red zone guy Romeo Doubs is.
Jason,
what's wrong with him being what he is?
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I agree with that. And we get painted as the guys who hate Romeo Doubs. He has a role.
Yes.
He had 4 catches for 20 yards against the Lions, Jason, with a touchdown. I felt the usage was perfect. They needed those short third down gains. They were inside the 5-yard line, got the ball to Romeo because you know you can trust him in those tight spaces. You nailed it from day one when you compared him to James Jones. Like, James Jones had a great NFL career. He had a good NFL career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Led the league
in
led the league in touchdowns one year. But he was ever going to be, I mean, the only time he was somebody's number one was when he had to be forced to when he came back to Green Bay after the Jordy Nelson injury. But
yeah,
he had a really solid career, and to me, that's what Romeo can be. He can be really solid, but I think there's so much more talent and guys who have so much more upside on the roster.
Well, great. Thanks for dragging me down, and now I'm going to be getting these angry letters, too. Thanks a lot. Glad I could be part of the... What a team to be on, you two knuckleheads.
Yeah, well, we look forward to seeing what way we can drag you down tomorrow, Jason, when you join us once again here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
One of my favorite things to do 3 times a week. I'm Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. All right, guys, take care. Be good.
Bye, Jason Wilde. We'll talk to him again tomorrow ahead of Packers-Bears coming up at 3:25 on Sunday. And our conversations with Jason Wilde brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 94 backing up from 92nd Street all the way to Hawley Road. Westbound's tightening up from 35th to about Hawley Road as well. We've also got some backups heading through from 2nd Street all the way through the Marquette. Then it starts to loosen up a little bit. Southbound on 41 backing up from Appleton Avenue down past Hampton. Northbound slowing down from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. And southbound 43 now starting to slow down just south of Hampton down to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, very cold, a high of 17 with wind chills of 0 to 10 below. And then tonight, partly cloudy and cold, a low of 7 above at the lakefront, 0 inland with wind chills of 0 to 5 below. Weather is brought to you by Good Health Saunas. Feel better, recover faster, and relax deeper with your own in-home infrared sauna. Visit their showroom in Waukesha or go to goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
And a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather, too.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 7 to 16 ounce selected varieties Barilla pasta, 2 for $3. 15 to 16 ounce selected varieties Bush's variety beans, 4 for $5. 1 pound selected varieties Land O'Lakes butter, $4.99. 12 to 40 count selected varieties Hefty One storage or freezer bags, $3.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Try this. Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, No long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I mean, this world is geared towards women. Like, what do we
I am
get?
stepping away from this. Goodbye.
Like, what do we get? They get a comb that dries your hair. We get a stupid razor. I mean, what's the coolest thing we get? They get the hair dryer?
Control.
On 94.5 ESPN.
A couple of things on the Carpus Talk and text line. Because again, Romeo Doubs seems to be the topic du jour for us when it comes to the Green Bay Packers this week, as we just asked Jason Wilde about him. If you missed any of that conversation, check it out on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Clint saying Doubs more of a James Jones with a Guardian cap instead of a hoodie. So I mean, we just traded out the old hoodie for a
The
Guardian.
hoodie never took off, though, did it?
A couple of guys I feel wore it.
Did
Yeah,
it get banned then?
I think it did.
Yeah.
I think it got banned. Couple
Why?
of guys started doing it because it's
Danger.
Yeah,
Getting pulled down by it.
because again, if you get pulled down by the hoodie, like that's legal.
What about by the hair?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's legal.
Yeah, but they're not
But-
telling them to cut their hair.
Well, that's a little different than can you not wear a hooded?
I always wanted to do that. Just tackle a guy by the back of his hair.
Well, you should have had some opportunities. Brett threw a pick or two, pal.
When there's an interception, Gabe, the first thing you're doing,
Yeah. Oh boy.
you put that head on a swivel. I mean, you're pumping the arms hard. Legs aren't going fast to make it look like you're really running. But the last thing you want to do is get laid out.
That's fair.
Decleated. But
That's fair.
you can't do that anymore, right?
No, you can't. You can't do the
Soft.
blindside blocks.
Oh, those feel so delicious.
When
Oh,
you
my
pull it
God.
off?
You know what the best was in high school? When I was just an ogre. When you'd pick out this 165. It was so mean. I feel so bad.
No, you don't.
Not really.
No, you don't. You're laughing as you're telling the story. Nobody believes you feel bad.
Decleating. Oh, is it like
in high school when I was an ogre? Just Chewy Shrek running out there on a high school football field.
Just looking. Oh, those poor kids.
Steve asking, could Romeo secure a contract based on his third down and red zone abilities?
Yeah, for $8 million.
For somebody else, probably.
With the Tennessee Titans.
If the Packers were thin at that position, I could see it. Right? Where they go, hey, we still need somebody. It's clearly somebody we can trust in these specific situations. Maybe we can continue to grow this. But they've got other decisions that they need to make.
Is he Alan Lazard?
Romeo?
Yeah. What's Lazard's best year? You think it compares to Dobbs's best year?
I bet they're going to be eerily similar.
Really? So is that who he is?
I think he's closer to Alan Lazard than he is James Jones.
Yeah, because James Jones caught a lot of... Didn't he catch a lot of touchdowns?
He led the league in
Sure did.
touchdowns one year.
Did he?
Yeah. Because he caught a lot of touchdowns. So Romeo Doubs' best season to date is 59 catches, 674 yards, 8 touchdowns in his second year. Alan Lazard's best season, 60 catches, 788 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Why do fans fall?
I mean, isn't that very, very similar?
788 yards to 674.
So it's just the case of people that defend him like, how dare you talk ill about the Packers?
Well, I think, again, I compare it. I've compared him in the past to, like, there have been guys where, again, whether it was Jeff Janis should be playing over Devontae Adams, or there was a guy by the name of Charles Robinson that everybody fell in love with. Or Charles Johnson, excuse me. Charles Robinson's the Yahoo sports writer.
What year?
Charles Johnson, he was after you were done.
I know, but I still get a guy out of L.A. to this day that still texts me. I think I played with him that always wants Brett's number. And I'm like, no. No.
Well, that wouldn't have been this guy, but this was somebody who was like on the practice squad, and they thought that he was going to come up and just be this awesome player.
And then they released him, and everybody was in arms, and he went and played for the Vikings for like a year or two and finished with 200 career receiving yards. Like, you get so close to the situation, you end up having your guys. And I understand, like, again, that year that I just explained for Romeo, that was his second year. You think he's going to grow, he's going to be great. Oh, man, I can't believe he's all... Yeah. It turns out he just is what he was.
I will add to this conversation, for years we were the anti-Rashawn Gary. We were unfair to Rashawn Gary. And then you put Micah Parsons next to him, and what does everybody think about Rashawn Gary?
Yeah, but let me
kind of the way we thought about him the whole time.
Joshy, with that being said, let me ask you this question. Where do you think the organization is at with Rashawn Gary right now as far as bringing him back next year for $29 million?
See ya, wouldn't want to be.
You think they're there?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
I would like to think so.
I don't think they're there yet.
I don't know. Honestly, a lot depends upon what the hell's going on with the foot of Lucas Van Ness.
Yeah. I think they feel pretty good about Van Ness next season.
I would agree.
I would agree, too.
But again, if you're going to be doing things like paying... Because even though he's injured, I still think they're going to come to some sort of contract agreement with Tucker Kraft this offseason.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think they're going to want to pay him. If you want to pay another receiver, if you want to give more than just the one-year extension you gave to Christian Watson, again, that would have to be not until after the season started, just based on when he got his contract extension, because he can only do that within, after 365 days has passed.
What about Quay?
What are you going to do with Quay? I mean, that's an actual decision that has to be made because he's not under contract after this year. Right? Like, do you want to extend Devontae Wyatt because he's going to be playing on the fifth-year option? So you have all these other things you have to take care of, and I think that $29 million that you're spending on Rashawn is probably, and because they can get out of it and save a good chunk of that $29, I think they end up walking away and spending that money elsewhere.
And Quay is not signing that deal. That ship has sailed.
I would agree.
I wonder what he would get on the open market.
It's tough to say.
Who's he?
Quay.
Probably a decent amount. There's a lot of range there. There's a lot of experience.
I mean, I would say just outside of top dog, because he doesn't have the accolades of All-Pro, Pro Bowl, things like that.
But I bet in free agency he'd get a number we all went,
You think they try to lowball Wyatt?
Somebody could.
You think they try to lowball Wyatt? Because Wyatt is not going to be ready for the start of the season next year. Who knows?
I think they look at, I mean, I don't know if they lowball him, but I think they're going to lowball him to start because it's Green Bay Packers still, right? Like, that's what they do at the beginning of negotiations. But it's, he won't be ready. He should be ready for the start of next season, shouldn't he?
Big guys, it takes a little longer. Typically.
On a broken ankle?
Oh, that's right. I was thinking ACL. Yeah, he should be fine.
Yeah.
He should be fine. But now foots are the old ACLs, though. That's the problem.
Oh, feet injuries always freak me out. Any sport, like especially bigger guys. Like if we're talking NBA, like, centers, power forwards, like those taller guys.
Can I ask you a question?
Feet are super underrated in sports, and when you have those injuries, they're tough.
Probably a little more for Joshy.
Oh, boy.
And I probably should know this being, a pseudo-orthopedic. Who's Liz Frank? Who is it?
Didn't you have that injury?
No, I had plantar fascia.
Oh, you had plantar fascia. I'm sorry. I get those two confused.
That's a person's name, plantar fascia?
I don't think so, no.
Who's Liz Frank?
Okay, so it's not spelled like that, though. F-R-A-N-C. Liz Frank.
So it's German.
Yeah.
Is it a person?
No, I do not believe it is named after a person. I do not believe it is named after a person.
There's no way the anatomy god said, let's name that bone the Liz Frank.
The injury is named after...
Yeah, told you, Gabe.
Jacques Liz Frank.
Oh,
man. Saint Martin.
See?
He discovered
French surgeon and gynecologist who noticed the fracture pattern amongst cavalrymen in 1850.
Chewy was right? Holy Chewy was right.
Feels good. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I was about to say, we haven't. You're welcome. I set you up for that. Yeah, Jacques. Turns out it was French.
What a name. Jacques Liz Frank D. Saint Martin.
That's a gyno working on the foot. This is a radio guy as an orthopedic, so not that far
When did this happen? Back in the 1800s? Like, I mean, weren't a lot of doctors exactly then, Yeah, sure, you had your specialties.
We call them barbers.
Just needs a good bleeding.
We are insane.
Just needs a good bleeding.
Yes.
We'll get back to Packers, Bears, plus more Giannis still to come on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. On this show, it's always football season.
You have to understand what game you need to play. Not everything is the same. And LaFleur said that in his postgame. You have to understand, what do you need to do to win?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Sometimes you can get by being a little more conservative. Other times, you have to match fire with fire. That's what yesterday was. We went for it and we executed. They didn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
When Jordan Love took over as the starter for the Green Bay Packers at the beginning of the 2023 NFL season, it began in Chicago with a victory for the Green Bay Packers. For the 5th time in his NFL career Sunday, Jordan Love will start against the Bears, this time at Lambeau Field. Love on the rivalry.
It's a fun rivalry to be a part of. I think for the most part, it just comes down to those NFC North games. Like I said before, you got the two top teams in NFC North going against each other, which I think just feeds into everything a little bit more.
The Bears 9-3, the Packers 8-3-1. The winner Sunday will be in sole possession of first place in the NFC North. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. One in? Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st through the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Homer here with a message about Three Pillars Senior Living Communities, located on a serene setting along the Bark River on 300 gorgeous acres. Three Pillars Senior Living Communities is a top-ranked full continuum community. Active adult, independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing, and rehab. Three Pillars, the hands-down choice for you or your loved one. Been there. Know people who live there. They love it. You gotta go to Dousman and see it in person. Get all the info on Three Pillars at threepillars.org.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
My father would always say, and there's a rhyme and a reason to it. He said, if you wear your rubbers in the house, you'll go blind. Do the two youngsters on the show here even know what rubbers are? I'm talking the ones that go over the shoes.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Before we get back to Packers, Bears, or even Giannis, Chewy, you were telling me something you've got to do. I think you're doing it today. That ranks on one of those things that you don't seem like you want to do, but I think you're going to be glad you did at the end of it, because whenever you need one, you're going to have a good one now.
I got to go get a suit, which is fine. It's time. I need one. It's kind of a waste because I hate dressing up. You know?
Sure.
I mean, has dress for weddings changed where you don't need to wear the coat anymore?
I still think the coat is a nice touch. I don't think you need the tie as much as you used to.
It's certainly gotten more casual, but you're not standing out if you're wearing a full suit.
Yeah. And I got two of them. I got two weddings.
Yeah. A lot of weddings, people will be like just shirt, slacks, dress shoes, and no one will look at you funny.
I mean, I'll tell you what, when you showed up to my wedding, you were dressed to the nines, pal. You look good. Pocket square, whole 9 yards. You were sharp.
Yeah, but when you got a son who's the oldest, that all he does is wear clothes from the school where he's coaching, and he comes up and says, "Oh, 3-button suit. What are those back in?" It's kind of a problem.
Might be time to update.
A little bit of a problem. So
when coach is popping you, you got to change up the wardrobe.
All right, because here's the deal. This is how it's going down. It's kind of like, oh, you got a cavity. I got to go to the dentist. Don't really want to go, but I guess I have to. I'm going to work. I'm not changing. I'm not showering.
You're going right from the gym.
Yes.
Well, and here's because obviously you have to get custom. You cannot buy something off the rack. That is not an option for you.
Correct. Is that wrong?
I don't know if it's right.
I mean, I know the guy. He's a great guy.
I think he would much prefer you.
No, I'm not doing it. During the week, I shower and then I put my nighttime clothes on at 2:00. That's it. I'm not putting jeans on.
The PJs are going on at 2?
Yeah. That's how I roll. No, I'm not. So if it was a Saturday, I'll wear jeans on a Saturday.
Thursday.
But it's going to be crowded. No, I'm not. I'm just, I don't know if the word's stubborn or what.
Here's the thing.
What?
If you're going to give this person money, they'll deal with
know. Yeah.
Like, especially doing custom suits.
Yes.
They're not going to be happy about it,
Yeah.
but he's not going to say, hey, next time can you shower? Because once you pay the fees, he says, hey, it was worth it.
I had every intention of putting deodorant on, too.
No, you didn't. That's all.
No, I did. But I forgot because I don't put deodorant on very often.
Which would track. If he forgot to put on deodorant, that does track.
I had every intention of putting deodorant on. Might be the biggest lie you've ever told in this program.
And there have been some whoppers, too.
All right. Okay. So the last time I went to him, I got the sport coat with the little thing in the pocket and the slacks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go suit? I have not bought a suit in probably 15 to 20 years.
I think suit's always a great look.
Yeah, suit's a good look.
Yeah.
But again, whatever you wore to my wedding, like that's a great look for any wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also think the good thing about having a suit and wearing a suit is I have a wedding, I know what I'm wearing.
Okay.
That's what it takes away all the extra factors. This fits, it looks good, I'm wearing it, and it doesn't really matter.
So you guys are really frowning on I'm going like this.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know.
If you know this person, he probably knows.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah.
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
I'm a little worried about the shoes, though, because I got to get shoes with it.
I don't know if he wants you putting your... Unless he knows you're buying the shoes.
It's day 4.
Oh, come on, man.
It's day 4.
Forgot about that.
But it's cold out. But it's
cold. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. Your feet don't sweat when it's cold.
It's not cold in the gym.
Fair.
It's not cold in your shoe.
I don't need to try them on. I'm a 13. Except for that one time.
You try on shoes wearing those socks. You should get kicked out.
Yeah.
Pay extra. You're definitely buying. Whatever you put on your foot, you are buying. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy's back in 2 minutes.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
A lot of broken down cars out there. You might want to get out there and warm up the car before you head out, because we got a lot of cars pulled over. We got southbound on 41, backing up from Appleton Avenue down past Hampton, northbound from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Bunch of disabled vehicles on 94 west of the Zoo interchange. On the eastbound side, we got backups from Highway 16 all the way through the Barker Road area, back on the brakes from the Zoo to about Hawley Road, and again coming out of the Stadium interchange. On northbound 4394, we're seeing delays around the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, mostly sunny, very cold today, a high of 17 with a wind chill of 0 to 10 below. Tonight, partly cloudy and cold, a low of 7 at the lake, 0 inland with wind chills of 0 to 5 below. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
We'll get to more on Giannis and the Bucks coming up in a little bit, but I feel we have spent a lot of time, or at least I have this week. So maybe this is just an exercise for myself, and this is just selfish by me. But we have spent a lot of time kind of looking at the Chicago Bears and going, oh, okay, they get all these turnovers. Oh, man, they can run the football. But at the same time, it's not like the Bears are this, while they do lead the NFC, and I don't want to take away the fact that they have had a really good season to this point. But there are still some smoke and mirrors. Like, I think the Packers are going to be able to move the football against this team, no matter how they decide to do it. They're running the ball better. They're throwing the ball better over the last couple of games with Jordan Love. And this is a defense that, yeah, they find ways to create turnovers. But can you imagine, Chew, playing on a team that's number one in takeaways, but 25th in points against?
I get it, Gabe, but why are you discounting common opponent, especially when it happened 2 weeks ago? I seriously look at because Philadelphia held Green Bay to 7 points, and they didn't do crap on off at home.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. The Bears pretty much sent Philly a telegram and said, we are going to run the ball against you.
Yep.
To the tune of 260 yards. Mm-hmm. And really, in Philly, which is probably top 3 toughest places to play in the NFL, and kick the crap out of them. That's where I kind of throw numbers out the window.
This team gave up 42 points to Joe Flacco. Again, that was the same time span in terms of being how far ago it was.
Well, then how do you explain the Philly game?
Oh, it's easy. Philly's in a down spiral. I look at that more on Philly.
They beat the Packers the week before.
No, it wasn't the week before.
How many weeks before was it?
3 weeks before.
Okay.
And November 10th was 3 games ago.
What I get is the feeling that people think this game is going to be a walk.
I don't think it's going to be a walk. Again, would you open up your ears and listen for once?
What'd you put down for the score?
I haven't done anything yet. I wanted to see.
I already did.
I wanted to see injury reports. I wanted to see who's available before I started making a game pick.
I believe I said 28-17 Green Bay. But I don't feel confident about it.
You're the one who's saying it's a wash.
Point win.
You're the one saying it's a wash.
2-score game.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't feel it. And you know what? I feel it's not so much this game, it's the game in Chicago. Because you don't think they're going to split. I think they're going to split.
I think there's a real chance.
And I think this season will come down to the Baltimore game. I think they beat them in Lambeau. I think they lose to Denver.
I mean, if the Packers want to win the division, like splitting puts you behind the 8 ball.
No, it does, which makes
Splitting
Baltimore
puts you behind
huge because
it doesn't make it that big.
Playing Pittsburgh. They're going to be in the lead in their division. They're going to come into Lambeau.
If you split, you have to win every other game. Like, seriously, if the Packers want to win the division, they can only lose one more time the rest of the way. That's how tight.
Time?
Yeah,
I don't think that happens. Why do you say that though? You think the Bears come back?
The clock is running out in the season. That's why.
Yeah.
No, I know, but they're only one game down.
So let's say the Packers win this game, and then they split, and then they lose to Chicago. There's 2 games left, and you are trailing them in the division standings.
I know. That's why I said it comes down to Baltimore. Because I think Chicago's got some losses in there, too. They still... Well, obviously, they have to play the Packers twice, but I think they got to play Detroit again.
They have the Niners and Lions to close it out.
Yes.
Between the Packers games, they have the Browns.
Correct.
They can lose that Browns game.
They could. I don't think they will, but I think you can lose. Gabe thinks 1. I still think you can lose 2 and win the division.
You can't lose twice and win the division. Because, again, you just start doing the math. So if you lose 2 more times, you finish 11-5.
I'm going to hop in the playoff simulator. I'll be right back.
Okay. But if you lose 2 more times, you're 11-5. The Bears are already at 9 wins. So if you lose one of those games to the Bears, they're at 10 wins. And if they win 2 more games...
So do you feel confident about them just losing 1 game?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't think you feel confident about anybody losing just 1 game over a 5-week stretch in the NFL.
I would agree.
That's part of the problem.
Is Detroit dead to you as far as the division?
Yes, I think they are.
Even if they win the night?
Yeah. I mean, the only way they can stay alive in the division is by winning out. They win out, they get to 12 wins.
Okay.
If the Packers go 4-1, they're at 12 wins, keeping them ahead of Detroit.
I don't feel great about just losing 1 game. I don't.
I think it's going to take 12 wins. I think you need to get to 12 wins to win the division. Okay. And you have to go 4-1 in your last 5 to get to 12 wins.
So if they lose twice, lose a division, where do you think they're going? Back to Chicago?
I guess Philly would be a real possibility.
I don't want. I don't think
they would be. I don't think they would be the 5 seed.
Going to Chicago in the playoffs really doesn't bother me.
Again, win the division. You have to go out there. You've got to play your best football. You can't split against Chicago. You beat Chicago both times. I feel great about your chance of winning the division.
All right, you made me a little more nervous.
Again, because that's the game I always play in my head when we're getting down to the line. Like, okay, this is what you have to do. If you go 5-1, okay, if the Packers go 4-1 over their final 5, do we think 12-4 is good enough?
Let me ask you this: if you're so confident about this game, why haven't you put your score in yet?
I'm not confident about this game.
Well, you're projecting you are.
No, I'm just telling you that if they want to win the division, this is what they have to do. I'm not saying they're going to do it.
Without Devontae Wyatt, whose defensive line is better, Philly or Green Bay?
Still Green Bay. Philly's is a mess, man.
No, I mean, they still got, who's the dude inside? He's a beast.
Yeah, they do.
And the guy they picked up from, I mean, he's no Micah Parsons, but the guy he got from Miami was a good addition.
The Eagles this year are, again, they're one of these anomalies where they're 9th in points against, 25th in yards.
Okay.
So I set up a scenario here in the playoff simulator.
Okay, all
Packers losing 2 games. If they lose 2 games and Detroit holds serve and wins the games you would expect them to, Detroit wins the division. And Chicago is out. If that's if the Packers lose 2 games. So the Packers would finish 11-5-1.
Yep.
Detroit would be around the 11-5. I could pick their game. And then the Bears would be 11-6.
Is that game tonight in Dallas or Detroit?
Dallas.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there's plenty of scenarios here where if the Packers want the North, you got 1 game to drop.
Really?
Yeah. And that's just going off of who's likely to be favored and them winning those games, which certainly isn't going to happen across the board.
I stand corrected. It's in Detroit.
Okay. Who would you pick to win that game?
I think Detroit wins.
Is Amaz St. Brown out?
Questionable.
So he'll play.
He's questionable. Penei Sewell is questionable. Taylor Decker is questionable. They're dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
There is a scenario if the Lions lose to the Rams where the Packers could still have 2 losses and win the division, but they would need a little help there with both teams being at least 11-6 and the Packers losing 2 games.
Okay. We just got to see how real the Bears are.
And that's the tie being the breaker there.
Yeah.
And being
again, if you get to the same number of wins as someone,
yes,
you win the tiebreaker because your winning percentage is going to be better with 1 last loss.
But there's a real situation. All 3 teams have 11 wins,
and the Packers would win the division in that scenario.
Yeah.
How with the tie though?
Because they'd be 11-5-1.
Yes.
And the other 2 teams would be 11-6.
Oh, 11-6.
And
okay.
Yeah, the 6 is where they would lose it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And that 11-6 for all of them and 11-5-1 is not that crazy of a scenario. They're all games you would think, yeah, they could win this game. They'd probably win this game.
Ryan in Milwaukee was saying Denver's going to be the second easiest game ahead of Minnesota. Why do we keep saying it's a loss? Have you paid attention to Denver?
Also, do you know where that game is?
Tough place to play against a good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand you don't want to believe in Bo Nix, but Bo Nix turns out light years ahead of J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm as big of a Bo Nix denier as you could find.
He ain't J.J., man.
He's not very good.
No.
But there's enough talent on that defense.
J.J., I feel like we still cannot emphasize this enough. J.J. is historically bad.
Yes.
Historically bad.
Yeah, it's very easy to describe it. The only quarterback who has the requisite amount of attempts, I believe it's like 150 plus, in the history of the sport since 2000, that's worse than J.J. McCarthy is right now, it's Jamarcus Russell. A man who had substance abuse issues and fizzled out of the league really, really fast.
Yes. That's bad.
Can J.J. improve drastically? Certainly.
No, they move on.
But right now, he is that bad.
Yes.
And somehow Brosmer was worse in one drive.
That's on them, though.
They were high. I mean, all the reports coming out of Minnesota is how much they love Brosmer.
The Vikings have 2 top 5 worst quarterback performances of the year. It's JJ earlier in the season and Brosmer last week.
Yeah. And again, no matter how much you don't like Bo Nix, his name not on that list. We get to the top 8. Coming up next here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But if you feel like you're running on empty, Mentality is here to help. Maybe you're dealing with low testosterone. Maybe you're just not aware of it. Low energy and motivation, fatigue, you're tired all the time, weight gain or muscle loss, especially belly fat. You feel anxious, moody, irritable. Sometimes you just think, well, getting older, this is how it is. That's not how it has to be, though, especially if you work with Mentality, a local healthcare facility specializing in helping men feel and perform at their very best by looking at free testosterone levels, which can get overlooked by a lot of doctors. So they ensure then your treatment is tailored to your body. If you start working with Mentality, your energy can come roaring back like it has for me. The belly fat burns off, your muscle strengthens, and you feel like yourself again. Probably the most important part. You're just confident, driven, ready to tackle life. So don't let low testosterone hold you back, not just for you, but for your family as well. Just go to the website, mentalityhealth.com/radio, mentalityhealth.com/radio, and book an appointment today.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got a crash on the off-ramp to 70th Street from eastbound 94, so watch out for that. Backups really pretty solid coming out of the Zoo interchange all the way to Hawley Road. We've also got eastbound 94 backing up from Highway 16 all the way into the Barker Road area. Westbound 94 backing up from 27th Street to Hawley. Also delays southbound 43 from Hampton down to past Locust, and then you're back on the brakes a bit heading through the Marquette. The northbound side is slowing down just before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up towards Locust as well. And an accident on the ramp from Capitol Drive to 41 southbound. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, very cold, a high of 17 with a wind chill of 0 to 10 below. Then tonight, partly cloudy and cold, a low of 7 above by the lake and 0 inland. Wind chills anywhere from 0 to 5 below. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
There are 12 months in the year.
12 hours on the clock.
12 signs of the zodiac.
12 days of Christmas.
12 apostles.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
One of the coolest wow items is only $48.
It's a paperclip chain made out of gold-plated sterling silver.
Very cool. And just $48.
We have wow tennis bracelets for just $1,998.
Wow 10-carat tennis necklaces.
Wow engagement rings.
A wow toggle heart bracelet.
And it's just $168.
Wow diamond pendants.
And a fantastic wow snowflake pendant in sterling silver.
With blue color-enhanced diamonds. Blue!
And it's just $163. Kessler's is the place to be for you and me.
And blue diamonds are you diamonds.
The thing is wow. The time is now.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and for me, recovery is just as important as training. That's why I love my infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas. The deep heat relaxes sore muscles, improves flexibility, and helps me bounce back faster after a workout or a long day on my feet. It's become part of my routine, and honestly, I feel stronger and more energized because of it. And if you want to take your recovery to the next level, stop by the Good Health Saunas showroom in Waukesha or visit goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You called them a white
find someone else
earlier.
From one white stiff to another. I'm pretty well versed in the realm of stiffs.
On 94.5 ESPN.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes, no more, no less. Bucks in 6 in the Bucks Plus Audio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis, the great blocks from Miles Turner. Catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now at bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork.
You pine.
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach.
Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken. Oh my God.
Show me chicken.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
All right, we had some fun with something similar a couple of weeks ago with the Minnesota Vikings, so run it back, except with the Chicago Bears and a slight tweak. List of 8 things in front of me. Chewy and Josh will guess back and forth. Once they each get one incorrect, then we open it up to the fans. 800-990-3776. Whoever gets the last one on the list wins an ESPN Milwaukee prize pack. Since 1992, I am looking for the top 8 touchdowns receptions against the Chicago Bears for the Green Bay Packers. It's the top 8 guys who have the most touchdown receptions since 92 against the Bears.
Okay. Let's go with my buddy Hulu Duck.
Hulu Duck is number 3 on the list. 8 touchdowns in his career against the Chicago Bears. That is Antonio Freeman for those of you playing the home game.
Go ahead.
Devontae Adams
is number 1 with 10.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Randall Cobb. No, let's not. Let's go with Gordy.
Jordy Nelson, tied with Antonio Freeman. He also has 8 touchdown receptions against the Chicago Bears.
I am going to go Greg Jennings.
It's number 8 on the list. 5 touchdown receptions against the Chicago Bears.
I'm trying to think how many I had.
I was going to say, how many of you had?
I had 2 in one game, and then I had another on a jump ball to the corner. I don't think I got there. I think I only had 3.
You're correct. Chewy had 3.
Yeah. Let's go.
I mean, was I hoping when I did this that he would be on the list? Yes. And then was I hoping he would forget? Yeah. But when it comes to Chewy's career, that's the one thing he's got constantly on lockdown.
Except for one, I don't ever remember catching a touchdown from Ty Detmer in Minnesota. I swear to God. I'm like, I can't even think of the play. I didn't even know Ty played. I know TJ Rubley played.
Well, he played before. He got knocked out before TJ came in.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. TJ Rubley sucked.
Oh,
I had to fight away a Y stick from a guy because he threw it right to the linebacker and wrestled the ball. I'm like, what are you doing?
TJ Rubley, quarterback sneak, fumbling
it. Let's go with Jermichael, my buddy.
J-Mike had 4, which is just outside the top 8.
I'm going to go double D.
Donald Driver.
Oh, no.
Only had 3.
Wow.
Oh.
Along with Chewy. So we open it up to the fans. 800-990-3776. Since 1992, the top Packers pass-catching touchdowns. Top Packers in receiving touchdowns against the Chicago Bears since 1992. We do have number 1, Devontae Adams. Number 3, Antonio Freeman. Number 4, Jordy Nelson. And number 8, Greg Jennings.
We probably talked about one of these guys earlier, didn't we?
We did, yep.
I thought so.
Chewy may have stumbled over another name.
Yeah.
Decided not to make it a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
There's
about.
a very infamous one.
Yeah.
A touchdown that I can remember.
That was a hell of a touchdown.
Yeah, it was.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Important touchdown.
In fact, it's probably the last time at multiple shows we've talked about it this week, how that was the last important Packers-Bears game.
Go back and look at how dumb Alonzo Spellman was, how he covered me on my route because I was so in his head. It's hilarious.
How are you in his head?
It wasn't very hard.
800-990-3776.
We'll watch the play during the break, and you'll laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, DNs are supposed to rush the quarterback, right?
I believe so.
This was not a fire zone. It's hilarious.
What's he doing covering you? 800-990-3776. Since 1992, top Packers touchdowns receptions against the Chicago Bears. You guys knocked out 4 of them with Devontae, with Antonio Freeman, Jordy Nelson, and Greg Jennings. We are looking for the other 4. 800-990-3776.
Yeah. Hello.
What
the
year
signal
was that?
was right here.
What year was that?
94 or 95.
Okay. Was it your Pro Bowl year? Pro Bowl year was 95. It's the year where you really took off.
No, it wasn't. It was the year after because I remember I got hurt at the end of the game. I sprained my ankle really. Maybe that was. No, I don't think that was the game. Must have been the year after. No, or a year before. I don't know. I'm confused.
All right. We'll try to figure out, and we'll see if Spellman can do that. We've been having some issues with the phone lines. I do know that. So maybe we just punt on this. Oh, no, wait. It looks like they're working again. 800-990-3776. Since 1992, top touchdowns for Packers receivers against the Chicago Bears. Devontae Adams is number 1. Antonio Freeman is 2. Freeman and Jordy were tied for 3rd. We do not have 2. And then Greg Jennings with 5 was number 8. Let's go to Brad in Whitewater. Brad, you're on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Got Randall Cobb.
Yeah, Randall Cobb, he is number 2, 9 touchdown receptions in his career against the Chicago Bears. So now we have the top 4, Devontae, Randall Cobb, Freeman, Nelson. We have 8 at Jennings. Do you have another guess on the middle 3?
I'm kind of torn now. I don't know. I'm just going to take a guess with Aaron Jones.
Now, Aaron Jones had 4, but that puts him outside the top 8. They are all wide receivers. I will say that.
Got to go back.
Yeah, that would be helpful. 800-990-3776.
People don't know?
Yeah. So
we gave them 2 answers and we've gotten 1. So
I didn't think this was that hard of a list. I didn't think this would be that intimidating of a list.
Oh, I thought the other guy was still out there.
Yeah, he is.
That we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I thought there were 2 out there that we talked about earlier.
One just went.
Well, that wasn't the guy I was thinking of.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but you had said Randall Cobb earlier and then decided not to make it a guess.
Okay. All right. Confused. That's fine.
That's just the natural state of being.
Mm-hmm.
It's the natural state of being for Mark Chmura on their show.
Yeah.
800-990-3776. Here we go. Now we've got people ready to play. They're ready to go now. Since 1992, who have caught the most touchdown passes for the Packers against the Chicago Bears. Devontae's number 1. Randall Cobb is 2. Free and Jordy Nelson tied for 3rd. Greg Jennings is number 8. Let's go to Dave in Oak Creek. Dave, you're on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Hey, good morning.
How we doing?
How about Sterling Sharp?
Yeah, Sterling only played 6 games.
Okay, that's 1.
Yeah, he only played 6 games against the Chicago Bears in his time frame since 1992. He's on the list with 6 touchdown receptions. So he is number 7.
Okay.
Do you have another guess, Dave?
Yeah, how about Philip Epps?
Philip Epps? That's a little too far back.
Yeah. Since 1992.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right. We appreciate you. You knocked off one.
Past.
Turns out, Chewy is right again. Because another guy we also talked about earlier is on this list.
Well, that's what this is. Do they give hand signals anymore or no?
Yeah. Because Rodgers got upset when one of the receivers didn't see
Ran the wrong route?
Yeah, and didn't see his hand signal. Let's go out to Nathan and Jackson. Nathan, you're on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy in the top 8 at 8.
Good morning, boys. How about Robert Brooks?
There you go.
So Robert Brooks.
Ankle-lank.
Wait, that's the one you thought?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what this is?
No. Oh, on the 99-yarder.
Yeah. What's this?
I don't know what that means.
Hard to forget that one.
Sluggo.
Oh, yeah, slant go.
Slant go.
Okay, do you have the last one, Nathan?
I don't, but I'm going to guess James Jones.
James Jones is the correct answer with 7 touchdown receptions, same as Robert Brooks.
Would have been better if I was on it, but that was a very good list.
Wait, we didn't talk about Robert Brooks earlier today.
I thought we did.
No, we talked about James Jones earlier today.
I was talking in my alter ego with Jason because I was going to run through a list of comparables for Cobb, and Robert Brooks was on my list. I guess I never said it. But I did have the conversation with myself. Yes.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
All right. I'm not doubting it's a real thing.
Okay.
Not doubting that whatsoever.
All right, let's look at that play during
All
the
right,
break.
I
and
will
you're
look
gonna
it up,
laugh.
and I'm sure I will. We'll get back to Giannis and the Bucks as well as we continue here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got a crash on the off-ramp to 70th Street from eastbound 94. So watch out for that. Backup's really pretty solid coming out of the Zoo interchange all the way to Hawley Road. We've also got eastbound 94 backing up from Highway 16 all the way into the Barker Road area. Westbound 94 backing up from 27th Street to Hawley. Also delays southbound 43 from Hampton down to past Locust. And then you're back on the brakes a bit heading through the Marquette. The northbound side is slowing down just before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up towards Locust as well. And an accident on the ramp from Capitol Drive to 41 southbound. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, very cold, a high of 17 with a wind chill of 0 to 10 below. Then tonight, partly cloudy and cold, a low of 7 above by the lake and 0 inland. Wind chills anywhere from 0 to 5 below. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Give the gift of game this holiday season and spread the joy with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. A guaranteed slam dunk for every fan on your list. Recipients can score tickets to Bucks games and other Fiserv Forum events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get their favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a big win for both you and them. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/giftcards.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Babbel is a dating
Tuna.
app.
It's tuna.
I love tuna. I had some last night.
How do you eat your tuna?
Can we, for once, grow up on this show?
On 94.5 ESPN.
So the next layer of this Giannis story for the Bucks is the injury that he suffered. Because Doc brought up, I thought, a really good point. When this report broke out and then Doc had to address the media. But yeah, I mean, I said this at the beginning of the season, Chew. The easiest way to keep Giannis around is win.
Mm-hmm.
And they have not been winning. They won last night. Great win, basically without Giannis because he got hurt so early. And they were able to beat the Detroit Pistons here in Milwaukee. Great game from A.J. Green, Ryan Rollins, Jericho Sims scored a career high, in points. So it was a very much team effort after he went down. But Doc pointed this out before the game about why he believes this is happening, why these reports are coming out now.
The reason this is out is because we're not playing well. When we started out the season, I heard guys say, "Man, they're going to be really good." So let's just call a spade a spade. We're not playing well. We lost, had a tough loss the other night, and so now, this is the subject matter. It's no more true than it was this summer.
So the problem here is, though, Chew.
Yeah.
So they haven't played well. They're 9-8 when Giannis. Well, I guess technically Giannis played yesterday, so they're 10-8 when Giannis plays, and they're 1-5 when he does not. Even though it seems like they avoided the catastrophe with no Achilles injury for Giannis, and it's just a calf strain. He had an MRI at some point. I'm assuming somebody's going to have more information on that today in the NBA world. But he's going to miss time.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to miss time once again. And if part of the issue is the team's not playing well, without Giannis, they're going to continue to not play well. I don't expect them to suddenly get their record up over 500 without Giannis in the lineup. And the further this team strays from the playoff picture, the further they go down in the Eastern Conference standings, the harder it is for them, to me, to retain Giannis. So the underlying thing now, we've got all these reports out there, and Wendy's on Get Up today, and everybody's going to be talking about it everywhere, about where's Giannis going to go? Is he going to stay in Milwaukee? If you're a Bucks fan who wants him to stay here, this team needs to start playing a lot better without him so they still have a chance. I mean, if a calf strain like that, Chew, you would know. Is that going to keep him out a month?
Well,
maybe
he had this before, and he was out for like a month, right?
So the last time he had the calf injury, he was probably because he ended up not playing in the postseason. Missed like the last couple weeks of the regular season, 2 weeks into the postseason. Yeah, he was about a month.
My guess is going to be a month, which is probably, 12 to 15 games?
Something like that.
Probably going to lose a handful of them, push them farther down the standings. But what drives me nuts about what Doc Rivers is saying is this is so fixable. Tell John Horst to go tell the media these reports are false. His agent is not coming in here. I don't know where they're getting this information. It can either be him or Giannis. It's not very difficult, okay? That's why we're cynical about this. Fix it. Fix it. Then have the person who's supposed to have the meeting come out and say this is completely false. And then it's a moot issue, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, do you think there's any part of them that like these games being played? Because to me, it sounds like.
Yeah, and again, I think that's where Bucks fans are getting frustrated, too. I think there are a lot of Bucks fans who are with you.
Like, would the media just go to him, is the agent coming in? What's he going to say? Is the agent coming in?
I don't think you would want to ask the question that way, because I don't know if Alex Saratsas, the agent for Giannis, would come in. I don't know if he would come in and have those conversations or if that would be a phone call. Right? Like, so you have to be careful with the wording because, no, he's not coming in. But because it's a phone call, right? He could say, no, he's not coming in because it's a phone call.
Don't play games. You know what I mean? They wonder why people have trust issues with professional sports today.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot us straight. You think they think we're dumb?
Yes.
Like in Green Bay, there's an element of they think we're dumb. Dude, let me tell you what. I know what you're doing. I've been there. I know the moves. What do you think? We're stupid?
I want to. I don't think they think we're dumb. I think they know if they get their story out, which one their fans are more likely to believe.
Because again, as we pointed out, as often as these stories come out, Giannis is still here.
Yes.
Sure.
And you can find ways around the truth that makes it seem not like, because basically, if you only listen to what Doc said, there's nothing here. Everybody's talking about nothing. I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah.
I think there's a little more to it than nobody. I don't know what you guys are talking. I talked to the guy. He never says, I want to be traded. He's never shown unhappiness. We don't get here without something there.
And whether that's just a conversation of, because the one asset that the Bucks did have this offseason that we thought that they would spend before they did the unthinkable of waiving Dame, stretching the contract, and then going and signing Miles Turner, they do have access to their own first-round pick. I think it's in 2031. So they've got access to that, and they could trade that. So I don't know if that's the agent checking in going, hey, I mean, taking a look at this roster, I don't know if it's good enough to compete for a championship. What can you do with that first-round pick or any other asset you might have in the roster to potentially improve it? And that literally, that's all the conversation could have been, and then it spirals out of control from there.
I don't know. I thought these conversations took place in the offseason. So what the hell are we reliving them then for now? Just because they're losing?
I don't know if it's reliving them or as, again, there could have been a conversation between Giannis and the Bucks saying, hey, we're going to do everything we can to win and keep you here.
I mean, this would be
now
totally irresponsible of whoever's reporting on this to be throwing stuff against the wall. Right?
Yeah. And so, again, we know where Shams is getting this information because Shams put the name in the tweet in the initial report yesterday. He is getting this from Giannis's agent.
Okay.
Because how many times have you seen Shefty or Shams or Jeff Passan on the baseball side throw out a tweet that specifically lists an agent?
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty clear to me who that information is coming from. And maybe, it's certainly possible, the agent is embellishing some of the information that he gives Shams Charania.
Yes.
I think that's certainly possible. Again, because Joshy said, as Joshy said, somebody is lying. I don't think it's Shams.
Right.
But I don't think Shams is lying. I think Shams is repeating the information that he was told.
Let me ask you this. Okay, say he stays, and this is whatever, garbage or whatever. He stays the whole season, and they don't make the playoffs. What can What can the team do next year to improve this team? Nothing because of the Dame contract?
I mean, they would be able to potentially move some pieces if...
But nothing crazy.
Probably not. But I also thought, John Horst has shown time and time again, Chew, that he is creative and he can come up with stuff. Like, if you would have told me before the offseason, hey, the Bucks are going to get Miles Turner. Yeah, shut up. No, they're not. And then somehow they pulled that off.
But they can't do anything to where a preseason poll would say, oh, they're the fourth best team in the NBA.
Probably not. Because, but again, some of the stuff that Horst has pulled out of his hat before.
No, I know. I get it.
And some of that depends upon the growth of the roster, too. Nobody thought Ryan Rollins was this good. And if he continues to grow as a player.
Players know, too. That's the thing. Players know.
And players have stepped up.
Knew, Gabe, when we go back to 92, we knew no chance. Winning a Super, no chance.
Oh,
93,
sure.
No chance. 94, slim to none. 95, maybe. We're close, but I don't think we're there yet. Because there's still that, I think we can beat Dallas, which is not a really good mindset to go in.
Yeah.
Players aren't stupid. And then you go, obviously we're good. We knew we were a Super Bowl team. 96, 97, and then you go to 98, and you're like, you're back to 94.
That Randy Moss guy's pretty good.
Slim chance. So Giannis is sitting there going, this year is our 93.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next year it might be.
But that's the thing. If the Bucks can somehow turn that first-round pick and somebody else on the roster into a better player,
yeah,
what does that do? But also, a lot of this could tell you, because the initial Shams report said, hey, there's a timeline a couple of weeks on this. They're going to know in a couple of weeks. And the reason why I think that's there is because some of the players that you signed during the offseason, you can't trade them until December 15th.
Would you rather have it done now or at the end of the season or
I would prefer for it to never happen.
Rip the Band-Aid off? No, it's going to happen, though, Gabe.
Doesn't have to.
Gabe, it's Josh.
Doesn't have to happen.
Do you want the Band-Aid ripped off, or do you just want to let it bleed a little bit?
I mean, I want what's best for the Bucks in the future.
Which is what?
Somehow Giannis decides to stay forever, or we get the maximum value for him is whatever, however that is.
Okay.
If it's in season, I mean, there's no right answer here.
No. I want him to stay here for as long as possible.
Right. But the more and more this stuff keeps coming out, the more and more it feels like an inevitability.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is going to maximize his value? I don't know. Is that a trade before the deadline, or is that in the offseason?
What is it?
I think it would be a trade at the deadline.
That's what it feels like to me.
So it's Freddie Peralta.
Well, it feels like a trade at the deadline because the team would have him for this. I mean, wherever he goes, you presume he's going to sign that extension. Right. You know, he's going to sign an extension with. But I think if you trade him, if again, you have to trade him, and I'm not saying the Bucks do, but it feels like you could take advantage of somebody's desperation of, oh man, we've got a really good team. We're so close this year. Giannis is going to put us over the top. And you could take advantage of that. And then a couple of teams feeling that way that get into a bidding war against each other, and that's how you create the maximum value for Giannis. But at the end of the day, it's also Giannis, and I think you're getting a ton of value if you ever trade him because it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe you get another draft pick out of it if you do it at the deadline versus in the offseason.
Okay.
But again, now a lot of this comes down to how severe is this injury, how much time is he going to miss, and how well is the team going to play without him. That ends up factoring in big time. Because what's their record going to be when he comes back? What kind of chance do they have to be competitive in the East whenever he's back from this injury?
Does the injury push this back, though, a month?
I would think so.
Okay.
I mean, a team I don't think would have a problem trading for an injured Giannis, right?
No.
But I don't think the Bucks would be ready to go, yeah, we're going to trade him now. Okay. I think the Bucks are going to see this out to the bitter end. I feel pretty confident in that.
February?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the Bucks are going to see this out to the bitter end. That I feel also very confident in.
All right.
That the Bucks aren't just going to go, yeah, we're going to trade Giannis. They're going to make him say, trade me.
So
and to this point, he hasn't said that. Yeah.
Okay.
We see what we put on the polls coming up next here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But if you're looking for the gift of basketball this holiday season, you can buy tickets to the Milwaukee Hoops Showdown coming up Friday, December 19th, featuring Wisconsin and Villanova at 7 p.m. UW-Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big men's basketball games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Just check out the tickets, fiserforum.com/showdown, or be caller 5 right now. Caller 5 wins 2 tickets to watch the Hoops action Friday, December 19th. Caller 5 at 800-990-3776 for the Milwaukee Hoops Showdown featuring Wisconsin and Villanova.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Greg Matzek, Gary Ellerson. The day after reaction show you need in your life.
Who benefits the most from Micah Parsons being on the field? Secondary. Keyshawn Nix.
It's Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Mondays with Greg and Gary.
If you're a quarterback, you've got to get the football out of your hands before you really want to do it. I mean, everybody's getting their wealth with this, but to me, I think it's really the guys in the secondary.
Live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook Studios from 6 to 8 p.m. every Monday on 94.5 ESPN.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Marquette Thursdays at the Motor Bar and Restaurant on the Harley-Davidson Museum campus.
Down 8 with 7 minutes left in regulation, Marquette refused to fold, rallying late to force overtime and ultimately take down Valparaiso 75-72 at Fiserv Forum. Ben Gold delivered in a massive way after the break, pouring in 13 of his 17 points in the second half while going a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Head coach Shaka Smart proud of the toughness displayed by his senior big man.
He battles, he doesn't complain. When he bounces into that shot and he's got good leg bend, he's much more likely to make it. And you saw that in the second half.
Marquette continues its non-conference slate Saturday afternoon with a trip to Madison for an in-state battle against rival Wisconsin.
This Marquette Minute has been brought to you by Marquette Thursdays. Join us on select Thursday nights at 6 p.m. when head coach Shaka Smart breaks down all the Marquette action. The first show of the season's December 4th with freshman Nigel James Jr. and Ian Militic. Don't miss Marquette Thursdays at Motor Bar and Restaurant on the Harley-Davidson Museum campus. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Look, you take Jesus and the presents out, and it's not even in the top 10.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you take sex out of the anniversary, that's not that fun either.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Joshy put it on the poll earlier today when we were talking about Giannis and the drama that is surrounding the Milwaukee Bucks. Our Infinity Exteriors poll of the day. Are you fed up with the Giannis drama? Turns out, Chewy, people are.
Yeah.
85%.
Ooh, wow. A little bigger than I thought.
Well, again, but I think, that what makes that question, I think everybody's sick of it. Whether you think it's Shams making stuff up, whether you think it's Giannis dragging his feet, I think everybody's just sick of it. No matter what you think is the truth of the situation that we've been dealing with over the last 24 hours, I think everybody's just sick of it.
But I think if it's going to happen, would people want the Band-Aid ripped off? Maybe we'll hit that tomorrow.
Wildy and Tausch coming up next.
On eastbound 94, we do have an accident on the off-ramp to 70th Street. Hopefully that'll be taken care of